Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
It seemed to be the perfect scam. I mean, I thought I had done my due diligence with this. It's not the first time I've bought off the internet, so I don't know what to tell you, but this one needs to be shut down.
An Idaho man reached out to our whistleblower hotline this morning after flying to Fargo to pick up a motorhome. He had put money down on a down payment, only to find out it was just a scam.
The man says he's now out over $2,000 for the payment, hotel, airfare, and taxi fees. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with a man who says this is the most believable scam he's ever seen and doesn't want anyone else to fall victim to it.
Hey, this is a scam, and it's a good one.
After talking with salesmen from this website for almost a month, this Idaho man who didn't want to be named thought he was in the clear and that he'd be driving back with this motorhome in tow.
I couldn't find anything wrong with it. And with all the communication I was getting through emails and the live chat and everything like that, I thought, well, okay, these guys are on the up and up.
He put a $960 down payment on the camper and made his way to where the website said their headquarters were.
By the time I really got wind of maybe there'd be something serious wrong, it was too late. I might as well come to Fargo and check it out.
Here at 3313 Fickner Drive is where the man came Thursday afternoon to pick up his new motorhome. But to his disappointment, there were no motorhomes or other vehicles in sight.
Yeah, I was pretty upset with these guys. I sent them on their live chat and everything some pretty nasty notes and stuff. I'm just ready to go home. I've had enough.
But he's not the only one.
There's no signs. They're not answering emails, not answering their phones or anything.
Okerson drove here today from Minneapolis, hoping to drive away with the same RV the Idaho man put a payment on. And businesses next door tell me they've talked with at least 4 other people in the last week looking for the vehicle lot.
Apparently was too good to be true.
Okerson says luckily he hadn't paid any money yet and hopes that no one else is lured in and scammed. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
The Idaho man says because he made the down payment back in his home state, Fargo police couldn't take a report from him. He says when he gets back to Boise tonight, he plans to make a police report and file complaints with both the Idaho and North Dakota attorney generals. If you need help uncovering fraud in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, 237-6576, and leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it.
No more fooling around. It's cold out there. Really cold. Robert is here with the latest on tonight's challenges. Robert?
Yeah, very cold conditions already. It's going to get even colder, and with just even a light wind overnight tonight, we're going to see some dangerously cold wind chills. Right now, minus 18 up in Langdon, 17 below in Badette, minus 14 in Thief-River Falls, minus 7 here in Fargo. And again, winds generally light with a few stronger gusts, and that's creating some, as mentioned, dangerously cold wind chills right now, ranging from 15 to 35 degrees below zero. Wind chill advisory overnight tonight into your Saturday morning for wind chills getting as cold as 30 to 40 below. Just a few clouds out there and just a few flakes of snow, those exiting off towards the south. Very cold here in Fargo. Temperatures slowly dropping on off through the 7, 8, and 9 o'clock hours. Less cold as we head through the weekend, but we've got a couple of snow chances as well as we head through your Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and we'll detail all that coming up in just a few minutes.
I'll take snow as long as we get some heat.
I agree with you.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
It's time for a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 34-year-old Samantha Johnson is wanted for violating her probation on a felony charge of conspiracy to commit forgery. You can call your local law enforcement if you have any information on her.
Autopsy results aren't back yet on the boy found dead along some railroad tracks in Valley City. NewsDakota.com is reporting that the Valley City School Superintendent sent a statement to students and parents identifying the victim as high school student 17-year-old Chase Jennison. Officers were called to the northeastern part of town near some railroad tracks yesterday afternoon where they found the body. Police say there's no threat to the public and are asking anyone with information to come forward.
A car has some heavy damage after a crash in downtown Fargo earlier today. A witness tells us it happened at the intersection of 10th Street and 1st Avenue North around 11:30 this afternoon. This witness also says it appears the car ran a red light before the accident. We don't yet know if anyone is injured.
Some federal gun laws don't necessarily go with state gun laws, but federal law trumps state law. One North Dakota representative introduced a bill in Bismarck to do away with state and local law enforcement, helping federal agents enforce those laws. Representative Rick Becker introduced House Bill 1309. He says this would mean we shouldn't enforce federal gun laws in the state, but he believes agents should be handling the enforcement. Becker says he's huge on the 10th Amendment, which is any power that is not given to the federal government is given to the people or the states.
It's not anti-law enforcement. It's not claiming that we don't have to follow federal laws. None of that stuff. It simply says we're going to find better things to do with our money and our law enforcement than to enforce laws that we don't agree with.
The House Natural Resource Committee talked about the bill earlier this week.
North Dakota lawmakers are aiming to crack down on flavored e-cig products. A bill sponsored by Senator Judy Lee of West Fargo bans the sale of e-liquid products that have any sort of flavor or aroma, like fruit, candy, or spices. Federal and state health officials have long been concerned they may be driving a sharp increase in the number of teenagers who are vaping. Senator Lee's bill would ban their sale in the state. It also prohibits their manufacture here. The bill will get a hearing in the House Human Services Committee on Monday.
North Dakota's Division of Medical Marijuana has sent out its first ID cards for qualifying patients and designated caregivers. All registered qualifying patients and designated caregivers are required to carry their cards when making purchases of products, transporting products, and consuming products. However, those dispensaries aren't open yet, and until they are, the cards won't make it legal to possess marijuana. The first dispensary is expected to become operational in February. The health department has mailed over 70 medical marijuana ID cards this week.
A company that's tied to a man who led a polygamous sex South Dakota compound has purchased about 40 acres of land in northern Minnesota. Seth Jeffs is the brother of Warren Jeffs, the imprisoned leader of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Seth Jeffs led the sex South Dakota Black Hills compound, which has raised concerns among nearby landowners. Seth Jeffs took a plea deal in a multi-million-dollar food stamp fraud case in 2016. He is listed as the registered agent for the company that acquired land west of the Lake Superior town of Grand Marais. County officials say the property was transferred in August. Jeffs applied to build a 5,700 square foot building on the land.